Hey guys, how's it going? Crapan here. Today I want to go over the Paladin and why and how it is dominating Arena right now. And this is a very interesting topic because there is a lot of different thoughts that go into this idea. So, if you ask just people who play Arena pretty often, what's the best class? More likely than not, you'll actually get Paladin as the answer. And when you play Arena, it seems that's the case. It seems you play a lot of Paladins, and it seems that when you're at high number of wins, you also continue to play a lot of Paladins. But I disagreed with this a little bit, and I have been saying, which I still think is true, that Paladin is definitely very strong, but I think the average Paladin deck is not better than the average Rogue deck. It's not better than the average Mage deck. And, well, in terms of results, it might not even be better than the average Warrior deck, but I know that's really controversial, so we'll just scrap that thing and we'll talk about the other two. But still, nonetheless, there is this discrepancy, and I thought I'd talk about it today so you guys can get a better understanding about how the Paladin works. So on one hand, you can maybe draft a little bit better, but on the other, well, you're going to play a lot of Paladins when you play Arena, and you're going to have a better shot if you really understand what is at play right now. So the main thing that Paladin has is that it has a ton of really powerful common cards. And it's not only that they're common cards, which are the most important type of cards in Arena, but they're common class cards that are very powerful. This distinction is very important because when you play Arena, you have certain bonuses for occurrence when you draft, and there is a 2 times multiplier on how frequently class cards show up. So, for instance, if you had a Keeper of Ulduman, which is a common class card, versus just, let's say a North Sea Kraken, disregarding the expansion, you're going to see a Keeper of Ulduman twice as often as you would a North Sea Kraken because it is a class card. So Paladin has the most super powerful common class cards out of all the classes, but the twist is this one. Paladin is actually kind of a crappy mechanic class. So what I mean by that is almost all the cards are like win more. And I'm going to illustrate this point by going over the list of the really powerful common Paladin cards so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So let's just do that. Alright, probably the best card is True Silver Champion. True Silver Champion is really good. It's often really good by itself, but if you are behind on the board, your opponent can basically choose to play around True Silver Champion quite well by, just playing like a 5 health minion on turn 4, and then your True Silver looks really bad. And this continues throughout the game. If you have no control, it's your opponent who's dictating what he can do to, play around these cards, play around True Silver, for instance. Then there is Keeper of Ulduman. As I mentioned, Keeper of Ulduman kind of is a bit counter to this. It seems that most of the super strong Paladin decks actually have a lot of this card, because this card is one of the very few that if you have very little control over the board and your opponent plays one really big minion, saturating his entire mana for the turn on like turn 8, 9, or 10, Keeper of Ulduman can actually come back in a really big way, unlike most of the other Paladin cards. So this is really the wild factor. Then we have Argent Protector. If you don't have board control, Argent Protector is pretty horrible because the other 2 dominant classes, well, they're Mage and Rogue, they're going to do 1 damage pretty easily. So it doesn't really have that much value unless you are attacking. And on a very similar note, Seal of Champions has basically the same restriction. It's actually maybe even worse than the Protector, just because having a lot of attack but not actually attacking doesn't really do anything. Often, Seal of Champions just ends up being +1 health on a minion that doesn't attack. So that really, really sucks. And then you have Shielded Minibot. Shielded Minibot is very powerful. It's one of those cards that does start to win the game in a big way, but people regularly draft 2, 3, 1, and 2 drops rather than the 3, 2, just because there's a lot of Paladins, and just because 2, 3s just kind of do very, very well against Shielded Minibot. So that's shifted a little bit, so it's not as consistent as before. Then we have Consecration. Consecration is a card that it's super powerful. It's a very efficient board clear, but if you don't have control over the board, well, your opponent's going to play around it. They're going to leave exactly 3 health on every single minion that they can. They're going to try to trade as efficiently as possible while keeping Consecrate in mind. It's very unlikely that your opponent will have to play into Consecrate. And of course, Murloc Knight. Murloc Knight is pretty good. If you just play him in a hero power, you get pretty good value. But if you're winning and you play Murloc Knight, that's when you really see just how insane the card is. So it's significantly better if you're winning, and pretty good, pretty okay if you're losing. Then Blessing of Kings, very similar to some of the other cards. If you play Blessing of Kings, but you can't attack with the minion that you play it on, well, they might get silenced, they might get removed, they might get ignored. You might just run up against a very small taunt minion, and you just can't get through it. You can't actually have the attack be meaningful. And, well, that's it. That's basically the list of all the super powerful Paladin cards that you see so frequently. And really what happens is there's like a tipping point. You know, if you have a lot of those and a lot of other good standalone cards that can stick on the board, you know, just minions that are super annoying with Death Rattle, with Divine Shields, that kind of stuff. If you have enough of those that you're never really off the board, if you have enough of those, you can make use of the super powerful cards. But your opponents know that, so they're going to do their best to clear your board as much as possible to make it so these cards don't do anything. And this is basically the struggle. And the tipping point is kind of one that I really want you guys to understand. I think Paladin is, maybe the third best class in Arena, but I think it's distinctively worse than Mage and Rogue, just because on average, you're right around the tipping point. So the average Paladin deck will not really get to fully use some of these very powerful cards that are so frequently seen in Arena, but a really, really powerful Paladin deck basically can't be beat by anything. So that's why it kind of has this reputation for being a bit overpowered, while I don't believe that's actually true. While it kind of sucks to go against like the super crazy constructed plus Paladin Arena, it doesn't happen all that often on most days, and it's pretty tame. So that's kind of how it's going. Against Paladin, you can win a lot of games by just, not giving them any minions, playing around Consecrate. The only card that I feel propels them is the Keeper of Uldaman, because it's very difficult to play around Keeper of Uldaman, but it's not impossible. With enough pressure, with playing enough on-curve stuff, and just, barely playing around some of these cards, you really can do very well against Paladins. People say Paladin's overpowered now, but I think my win rate against Paladin is pretty good. At other times when people considered Rogue or Mage overpowered, that wasn't exactly the case. It was much harder to play around most of those classes. So it is something that you guys can improve in the general case, and today I want to show you guys just some of the coolest games I've had with and against Paladins that really highlight a few of these small weaknesses that I've been talking about, so maybe you can pick up a point or two and kick some ass in your next arena run. So I hope you guys enjoy the games, hope you guys have learned something, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's Riparian! I'm sure it's just a wild coincidence. Let's keep that. I was pretty good at dealing with shitty cards. I think Riparian was someone who trolled me in cutthroat races in Path of Exile, like years ago.
It's time for a little blood.
I mean, this gets punished by a few cards, but if it doesn't get punished, we're gonna be in tremendously good shape. If we just ping, we're just behind. So.
You love my new recipe.
It's clobbering time.
Pretty sick draw there, bro.
Shields off. Red alert.
Not bad. I think I'll do this.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Be smashed.
Let's try to deny the mech. It's good. It's probably not worth it to play that. Coda? Are we gonna get Coda Roni?
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Wow, that's not even good. My guy just straight up trades for it.
We're using real swords.
Fire Lord.
Real swords, bros.
This is no place for mortals.
That's fucking terrifying, by the way. Such a weak clear though. Fuck it. Oh man, something bad's gonna happen here, bro. Something real bad's gonna happen. It's gonna be like Dude Kings. Sure.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, that actually sucks ass. Really? Damn it. That was actually the best Murloc, right? No, War Leader would have been better. Second best Murloc. Okay.
Reporting for duty. Job done.
It's a fucking genocide against the Murlocs right now. Wow, bro. Oh, no way! Hopefully it's 1 health. Fine, I'll give him a spell.
Dead or alive.
That may have helped. No! Alright, Tomb Spider, you're up next.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. The snapshot's actually pretty good.
Strathhole will be burned.
Oh, there's no death routes. Oh shit, there it is. Okay. Let's see what we get. Explosion's good here.
Draw.
Reporting for duty.
So I guess that's targeting damage or buff. Okay. Oh, the perfect counter! Easiest game ever. Incoming Deathwing, I guess.
Reporting for duty.
Jeez, got a lot of buffs. Got pretty lucky with that genie.
I'll get it.
Wanna blow something up?
Oh yeah. That's how we do it. I actually don't like Jungle Panther. It's because if I play Jungle Panther, there's no fucking way that he's gonna play something that dies to it, which means my True Silver was bad. I think it's too much of a risk to take something else, though. That's a good one. That's bad. Yeah, that's pretty good.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Yeah. That's not so good. Oh, please. Yes, yes! Oh, perfect.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
For justice.
That's alright. I have a feeling he has like a burn card. So this is probably not going to work too well, but... No, maybe we can kill that. We do have a nice follow-up if it's Mirror Entity. Let's give it one more turn. It's only 2 damage. Should not be the deciding factor in the game.
Wanted. dead or alive.
Oh! Holy fuck. Oh, that's bad. We both got good ones. Wow. I'm probably gonna kings this turn though. Let's go for muster.
For justice.
We have mind control, so all we have to do is stall the game.
I am freed from the curse. I am freed from the curse.
Reporting for
Actually, maybe I don't want to take that damage. Don't want to take that damage.
for justice.
I probably shouldn't even attack that, because next turn I'm probably using funnel cakes. That was a bad attack. Flame strike's okay.
Want it? I got it.
I'm just gonna go face. Man, that's pretty shitty. I'll take a taunt minion.
Take this blade.
The battle! The battle! The battle! Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here! Reporting for duty.
Take this blade.
Justice. Quickly. Pay up. Follow the rule.
It's probably enough.
Last warning. Of justice.
Oh, okay. I think we got it. Oh, that's pretty good.
Reporting for duty.
2 times fireball. Well, if we keep playing big stuff, we're gonna keep forcing him to...
Beast in myself.
That's just stupid.
Word.
That's really stupid.
Behold the might battle. For justice.
Let's hope this holds. Big game hunter 9-9. That's a pretty good turn, boys. Told you guys, it's not over. Another Kraken. See? I actually lost. This guy's draws have been that insane. I need, is that good enough? No, it's not. It still is. Say 4 insane draws in a row. I honestly think we played perfectly. I think we outplayed the shit out of him, and we still lost. But, hey man, the RNG stick. More Paladinos. Got a mulligan hard for a 1 or a 2 here. That's pretty good too. I think my chances are 50%ish. I think I have a below average deck for 11 wins, but I have a good matchup against Paladin, so it's about 50%.
Powering up. Portals online.
Just flip a coin, boys. We get it or we don't.
Wanna blow something up?
Kill it! Kill it! It's a bit weak sauce, Mr. Bomberino.
Not on my
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Please muster me. Oh my god. I mean, I really can't do much here. I had some bad draws and I got pretty fucking countered. Some pretty good cards there, bro. Here comes a top deck 2 health 1 drop or some shit like that. Let's do it. Where's that 1 drop or 2 drop coming from?
I am the dancing
There it
master.
is. That's the piece of crap we were looking for.
The dancing master.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah. He knows I have Flame Strike, so he's just gonna do as much damage as possible. That's pretty good though. Nah, I don't think I can win this game. This guy has a crazy deck, and I didn't draw very well.
Reporting for duty.
Don't really have a choice here. We Flame Strike, he just kills us with the next thing that he plays. Plus there might be something like Redemption. It'd be really fucking bad. There's nothing crazy in this deck so far. Well, his opener was crazy, and Cog Hammer is almost as good as Dr. Boom, so it's reasonably crazy. Alright. I'm okay with that.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Yeah, Boar is the most defensive play. Fucking Tomb Spiders kick ass, dude.
Mind if I roll need?
Looks like his secret is Eye for an Eye or that other shit. Secret Trial.
I must move quickly. Reporting for duty.
I think it's more important to have 2 minions on the board than a Kraken.
You're in trouble now.
Can deny the draw. His last turn looked pretty horrible, but this does more damage. Let's deny the draw. Because if he got like a true silver, we would die otherwise. Oh, we'd probably die anyway, because I'm sure he has some extra damage here and there. Huh, true silver off the top. Yeah. I think we have to go with the North Sea Kraken. There's some minions that we'd actually lose with here, but we have to end the game as soon as possible, and that just does the most damage.
I fight.
He might have a Consecrate though, so we might just lose here. Eye for an Eye. Yeah, that would suck a lot. The only way I could beat Eye for an Eye is by spell slinging some stupid card. Consecrate does nothing. Except win the game. Yeah, it does nothing other than that. You're right, in some way.
Reporting for duty.
I fight dirty.
Alright, we have lethal. Let's see if he manages to top deck me on the final turn here.
I wonder.
Damn it.
Reporting for duty.
Looks like we have to dodge another draw.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Would I have had lethal with Frostbolt? Yeah, I would have lethal with Frostbolt there. Oh my god, we won!
Reporting for duty. The victory is yours.
Seriously. Holy shit. I feel really good about that one. 12 wins. He lost on purpose. Well, he played his best. I don't think that's true. Explosive Trapperino. What do we got? Double rare and epic. That's not bad. No goldens though.